Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Just listening to a little music this morning. Apologize for that. All right, well, there's the map. There's the map. Avdiivka. It's changed a little bit. It is showing that Russian forces completely control Avdiivka, all areas of Avdiivka, including the coke factory, the defensive redoubt. We were wrong. We believed it was going to take some time for Russian forces to reclaim the old Soviet-era apartment blocks. That was not the case. Now, there is discussion, at least in the mainstream media here in the United States and elsewhere, that the order by Zelensky and the higher military command of the Ukrainian armed forces for its forces to withdraw from Avdiivka was only done after those forces, those Ukrainian forces in Avdiivka, were withdrawing themselves, meaning they were in full-on retreat. It had become incredibly chaotic, the information that we are hearing. And some of this information is trickling down into the MSM, and it may be reported at some point. But it became a headlong flight for many Ukrainian units to try and get out of Avdiivka. Now the Russians control it. The Ukrainians wanted to control Avdiivka. The order by Zelensky initially over the past several months has been not one step back, has been to fully and absolutely defend Avdiivka at all cost. So was it an order by Zelensky, by the Ukrainian High Command, or was it localized? It was localized. Unit commanders, company commanders, battalion commanders facing a no-win situation got their troops out of there. How many Ukrainian troops were captured? We don't know at this point. But this is a significant military defeat. There were thoughts that this could take much longer, but it didn't. Now the question is what's next? Are we going to continue to see the Russians try and push to the west of Avdiivka? Are we going to see a counterattack by Ukrainian forces? Are we going to see another or an attempted Russian push towards Orikhiv? We have heard reports of buildup of Russian forces to the south of Orikhiv, that the Russians could be planning a major operation in this area. But again, I think at this point, there is great concern in the Ukrainian military in terms of capacity to defend strong points. They know now, the Ukrainians, the battlefield commanders, it is very apparent that if there is a target or a city, a town, a fortification that the Russians want to accumulate forces and then seize control of that town, they're going to do it. Again, Avdiivka was an incredibly fortified town. It has been so for years. And the Ukrainians, within the last 24 hours, have completely lost it. Now the question is what has been the military damage? What has been the cost in terms of personnel, either being wounded, killed in action, or possibly mass surrendering? And again, we don't know that number right now. We don't have that number. But now we're going to watch, because we anticipate there are going to be some very serious follow-on operations by the Russians. It's going to happen. It's going to happen through the winter, or quite possibly a massive offensive operation by the Russians this coming summer. So stay tuned, more to come. As always, have a good day.